I had a dream last night. I mean, I have dreams, right? We all have dreams because we're always dreaming. But I mean, like whether or not you remember them. But this is just beautiful this morning, nice and calm. So I just want to greet you first, of course. Hello, you beautiful, magnanimous soul. I love you. 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 I honor you. I respect you. I appreciate you. And I'm so doggone proud of you. I mean, why am I proud of you? Because you wake up and you decide to choose life. 101, as I said that. Happy post 11/11. I hope you walked through the pearly gates yesterday. The gates of which that allowed you to enter into higher timelines. This message is for everyone, of course, but as I was driving here, I just couldn't help but repeat and repeat and repeat. I haven't really caught it on camera yet or on video, right? The things that have been repeating over and over and over. So, as I sit here and record, there are vehicles, of course, driving by that have interest as to my whereabouts. You know, it's been like that for how long now? You light workers know, the light workers that are on very, very, highly intensified missions. Look at that beautiful birdie. Oh, I missed it. I don't know if you caught it. Beautiful seagull. But what has been on repeat is specifically talking about vampires. Like, okay, so what are vampires? Well, energy vampires. So what I didn't know before I became a light worker, obviously, there's so much I didn't know, right? But here's the thing. It's not that I didn't know it. It's that I hadn't woken up to the truth of it yet. See, the things that we don't know, we actually do know. It's stored into the eternal of knowingness. So the version of you that one day does become aware of it, you were always meant to become aware of it. And then at one point, you might understand that there was always a parallel version of you that always understood that to be true. You always knew it, you just didn't remember it. So as you continue to grow and learn, you just start feeling like more and more it's all just your memory. But when I'm talking about vampires here, what I didn't know, didn't remember, doggone it. And I love not remembering and then realizing later that I just didn't remember. I do love it, but there's an beautiful fishy right there just popped up to say hello. But then there's a version of me, an aspect of me, I should say, an aspect of me that's like, oh man, don't, dang it. I wish I would have known. But it's so much better when you remember what you've forgotten. So as a light worker, I didn't realize that I was going to attract all these freaking vampires. And what are vampires? Are vampires real in this day and age? Yes. An emphatic yes. Like in the Flash vampires? Like real vampires? Yeah, in the Flash. Yeah, they're real. But they don't come and suck your blood. They don't come and suck your blood. Some do. very rare. But the vampires I'm talking about are energy vampires, and they are real, and they know exactly what they're doing when they siphon your energy. And this is what I need to have a vampire session. I need to gather all the energy vampires that walk this planet and help them. Give them a leg up, man. Jesus. You guys are so fucking weak. You need to depend upon the light workers of the planet in order to have the energy and the abundance that you need. Really. I mean, you haven't figured out. You haven't fucking figured out by now. Really? You haven't figured out what I figured out in 6 years? I mean, you guys have been fucking roaming the goddamn earth for how many hundreds of years, energy vampires? And none of the light workers out there, like, gave you guys a leg up on how to fucking tap into the infinite supply of energy that is surrounding us everywhere? Like, nobody's ever fucking taught you this? Like, I don't understand. These energy vampires do not need to depend upon anything outside of you to survive. But yet, this is what it's like it's in your blood or something. In your DNA. It's coded. Those that choose to be a vampire, because you don't have to be a vampire, you know. The power of your free will is a little bit stronger than you falling weak to, oh, I'm a vampire and I can't change it. So I might as well just love it for all that it is. Ugh. Bang my head, bang my head, bang my head. No. The power of your free will gets to choose whatever the fuck you want to be. You don't have to be a weak vampire. Because vampires are fucking weak, man. I mean, hello. If you're dependent upon anything outside of yourself, you are weak. So, here I am, shining my light bright, and I am supplying energy to like a whole town, man. They're all like living abundantly off my energy. They've been feeding my energy. Keep her broke and weak, but we're going to siphon the energy and we're going to use all that abundance for ourselves. Like, holy crap, man. Like, these guys are serious, and they don't fuck around. They're not fucking around. They haven't been. But that's just it. It's like, dudes, I can help you out. Okay. You don't need to use my energy. Because all I did was learn where the faucet was. So there's a faucet. You got to find where this faucet is. Find the faucet that taps you into the infinite supply of energy that you have access to. First, you got to find the faucet. I'll help you find it. Then once you get to the faucet, you need to learn how to turn it on. It's not lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, okay? There's a little bit of a little program in there that's just for you on which way you need to turn it this or that way or up or down in order for you to gain access to it, okay? So then once you get to the doggone faucet that you have now found, I'll help you turn it on. There's a special code for you to enter, okay? So then you just tap it and you open left and right and right and right and left and up, down, ching, woo! The faucet opens up to the infinite supply of energy. Holy smoke, you're a vampire. You vampire now have access to infinite supply of energy. You no longer are weak motherfuckers depending upon another light worker who has done the same shit to tap into their infinite supply of energy. You don't need to siphon it from another motherfucker anymore, people. Just go over to the goddamn faucet, Find the goddamn thing. What, are vampires just fucking lazy? You can't be lazy, because you gotta find the light workers. You gotta go through the work of siphoning the energy from them, and you gotta be all sneaky, and you got all this like plans. You gotta get doing groups, and so much effort. You don't need to do all that. Just find the faucet, put in the special code for you, and sit your happy little butt underneath the faucet with your mouth open. Just open the mouth. And the infinite supply of energy will just flow right through you. And no, you don't have to be outside, vampires. Yeah, the sun is what, huh? The sun is the source of the supply of energy. Okay, all right. So I just have to share this with you. 11:11 on the clock when I said that. Like, I just have to share this with you, like, old fellow, Earthwalkers. You're a fellow Earthwalker, okay? I don't give a fuck if you're a witch or a warlock or a vampire or whatever the fuck you are. I'm here to help you. Everyone. If you're a Satanist or a demonist or whatever you guys are calling them, whatever the shadow people are, I don't give a fuck. I love you, all of you. Now, if you are only a 3 chakra being, where you don't actually have a heart chakra, but you're pretending to be human rather well, you're different. Still love you, but we got to do something different with you. Because it's not that you have a blocked heart chakra, like most do. You are actually completely absent one. So we got to do a little bit different. There's a different little plan for you. You serve a major purpose as well. But for the majority of the other people that I'm talking about here, that you're talking to, I'm talking to the vampires. Okay, I'm talking to the witches. I'm talking to the warlocks. I'm talking to all the Earthwalkers. All right, and I'm also talking to light workers, because you know what I'm talking about, light workers. Hey, you light workers out there, if you haven't remembered yet about how vampiric this Earth realm is, holy smokes, hold your hats, man. Because depending on what method or what option you chose to ascend to your highest frequency, depending on what methods you're using and what assistance you have and what help you have, all that, like, you may come across them later than earlier, because your light isn't alarming a lot yet, right? So just be forewarned, light workers, shadow workers. Just be forewarned. There's all these vampires out there that are seeking your light, because they don't know how to find the faucet. They don't know how to put in their own passcode to turn on the infinite supply of energy that they have access to, because every single walk of life has access to the infinite supply of energy that exists to us on this planet. I don't know why all these vampires, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, have not had someone like me help a motherfucker out and show them where this fucking energy is. You don't need to siphon it from me. Stop being weak. See? That seagull knows what the fuck I'm talking about. So, okay. I can help you. I'm here for everyone, not just, it's the light against the dark. No, actually, I'm equally as dark as you. I actually care about the quality of your life. Just because you might have fallen into a situation where your soul's your soul and all of this blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm in too deep. I made all these promises to this cult and this covenant. I made all these blood sacrifices and blah, 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 and now I'm getting joy out of it and blah, blah, blah. No, all it is you're just being puppeteered. But if you are making the quote unquote free will decision to be puppeteered, well, then so be it. You're making the quote, unquote, free will decision. Because you're not. Your energy body has been completely suffocated by demonic entities who've now, attachments who've now manipulated your whole entire field, even manipulating your own brain in every way. To get you to think that you are enjoying having a completely closed heart chakra. Because nobody enjoys this earthly realm to its fullest capacity with a completely closed heart chakra. You're faking it to yourself if you are. You might have a lot of money, you might have a lot of sex, you might have a lot of drugs, you might have a lot of this or that. But what you don't have is love. And that is the only truth that exists. So you are not living abundantly. You are living in a falsified, fake light illusion. And one day you'll wake up to realize it, but it may be too late. I don't know, it might be in your 60s, 70s, 80s. And you're like, oh, crap. I wasted my whole life. No, I wish I would have actually opened up my heart chakra. Because now I'm alone. And I don't like feeling alone because I haven't learned what it means to feel abundant in my solitude. So, nonetheless, I am speaking to every Earthwalker here and how I am the guide to help you in every way. I'm not here to help you destroy yourself and destroy others. No, because that's not abundance. What the heck is that? That's not abundance. I'm all about the abundance. Mama, listen. Come on. I'm all about the abundance. Hope is where your heart is. Don't give up on this. 'Cause there is life abundance. Life abundance. 'Cause there is life abundance. Life abundance. Life abundance, people. Exists. It's real. It's tangible. And I can help everybody tap into that frequency of that unlimited supply of energy. You don't need another person to siphon it from, okay? That's the biggest message I really wanted to share with the vampires today. On my drive here, and I'm going to continue repeating this message because I need this high and low. Vampires look at me like, oh, you're a tasty little treat. Nom, 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 nom. And I'll be like, oh, no, let me get you to the biggest, tastiest treat. The infinite supply. Like, I really need to sit down and talk to a vampire and ask him why. I'm so baffled. I'm like, okay, if I forgive myself for what I do not know, because I apparently don't know vampires that well. All I know is that they're very weak because they depend on other people for energy. Divine beings and all this blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay. I need to sit down and have a talk with them. And I'd be like, okay. I don't understand why. Why have you not figured out where the faucet is and what secret code to put in there when you get there to be tapped into the supply of energy? Like, how come you haven't figured it out by now? You have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years and nobody's taught you? Like, I don't understand. But maybe one day I will, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, so maybe there's an extra step for a vampire to gain access to it. Maybe they can't just find the faucet and put in their special code. Maybe there's something else. Maybe it's like a little maze that they have to go through first in order to get to the faucet, because the faucet access that I had is not the same path that they will have. So there's a little maze that they have to go through first. Then they still have to enter their secret code, But in order for them to get to the secret code, they have to actually walk through the maze, and the maze is going to provide them that secret code, so once they get there, they have all of it. Who knows? Maybe it's something like that. But still, I mean, come on now. Would you want to be weak for your whole life? You're weak. Where you need light resources from other people. Like, that's so weak. I mean, I can't see how vampires are like, hey, I'm a vampire. Haha. I love being a vampire because I'm so weak. I need other people's energy. No. Anyway, I love you, vampires. And I know I probably hurt your egos, because there's a lot of vampires out there that have not ascended, obviously. You haven't chose to ascend, so you're operating out of your egoic reality. And because of that, every time I call you weak, you're like, I'm going to siphon your energy. Your ego's like, I know. I love you, though, guys. Come on. This is what I'm talking about. I love you. I wouldn't create a special video telling you. I could teach you. I could show you where you don't have to be weak. If you still want to be a vampire, you could still be a vampire because you still serve a purpose. But you don't need to siphon it from another motherfucker. I'll teach you where to go to get the infinite supply of energy. And no, you'll no longer be weak anymore, people. You'll be able to tap into the supply that everybody has access to. Okay? I love you. And I hope this reaches you exactly when you need to hear it. Namaste.